E-Gaming Bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our grand final of the CIS Qualifier for Shanghai. One of these teams is off to China. That's pretty much how this is going. The other one will be staying at home. There's no second chances, there's no two-team qualifier. It just comes down to the two teams, and one of them will be getting through. Now, we've seen along the way teams the likes of Fours, Flipside have been knocked out. Pretty much, well, any CIS team you can think of, maybe excluding the top couple like Na'Vi and Gambit, who are, of course, already invited. We've also lost Vegas Squadron out of yesterday. And, well, it has come all down to this. This best-of-3 series will decide for us who is going to be making their way to China. Now, of course, there is going to be the EU qualifier still ongoing at the same time, and a couple more invites to be added into the mix as well. But first and foremost, we are going to be finding out these guys and who is going to be going through. Hi, Himanshu. How are you? I'm pretty good, to be honest. I'm pretty good. One best of 3 today. Nice and simple. We're done. I can enjoy my Chinese food, which could be arriving any minute now. And, yeah, hopefully we're going to have a good game. Both these teams somewhat surprising me a little bit. It has to be said, like, if you look at Team Spirit, the way they've been performing, they lose their in-game leader, who, well, hadn't really done too well, I'll be honest. It wasn't really impressed with how he'd been in the roster. So they then remove him, bring in Arch, and, well, managed to knock out Vegas Squadron, which is a team that you sort of expect. Oh, no, they knocked out Fours, either way. And, yeah, they knocked out Fours, a team that probably could have beaten them if it had been the old roster, I'll be honest. So now we get their real test, because it's AVANGAR who actually knocked out Vegas Squadron. It was Fours who knocked out Flipside, so yeah, along the way, there's definitely been some upsets. But AVANGAR definitely, for me at least, are the favorites. I think this is their chance, their big chance to get into, well, a decent-sized tournament. $150,000 on offer. A chance to not only do that, but travel and play against some of the best teams in the world. So this is in their court. Of course, Team Spirit are in the same sort of boat, except for the fact that they've actually been sort of at the minor. They had sort of a chance. We actually saw, well, you expected them to be winning their CIS minor. They didn't. But, and really didn't perform in the qualifier either, to add that in as well. But they've definitely had opportunities, whereas for AVANGAR, I just don't think they have. They haven't had that big chance to really show what they can do. And, well, AVANGAR are the one that I'm at least sort of hoping will show us exactly why they deserve that spot in the finals in China. Either way, we are going to be going into our pistol round. CT side start for Team Spirit. Now, it has to be said, on this map so far, their CT side has actually looked pretty poor. It's their T side that's been much more impressive. They did better on the CT side yesterday, like gradually improving. Of course, as I said, they've added a new player into the roster, so that is always going to shake things up. And normally it is the CT side that suffers a little bit. Team are actually going to go for dual breaders. I'm a bit disappointed he didn't pick up a kit with it, because I still want to see that, the dually kit combo. And, well, he's going to have a lot of players coming his way. He does have a couple of pop flashes to try and slow them down, although it doesn't work at all. Already, Krizen is going to start things off. Headshot onto Dima, looking to go a little bit more aggressive. Mid being held off by Buster. He's actually going to take both players down. And now, well, nice pop flash in to give Krizen a second. Coldie the only one left. And Krizen will get the triple in the round. Great start from him. 1-0 in favor of AVANGAR. And, well, at least from an AVANGAR fan perspective, you're going to be hoping for more of the same, because that looked a little bit too easy. Already, a little bit of a tag onto Davkost. Which could be coming in onto B. Unfortunately, the stack is over on the A site, so, you know, a little bit of a spray into the smoke to just check that there isn't anybody sneaking around, hiding. And CT side, probably once this bomb goes down, just going to save. Go into the next round, try again, maybe go for another stack or just split apart for the rest of the round. And just don't give any money over to the SMGs. There's still 2 SMGs. You got Jame and Quicker wanting to make up as much cash as possible. Of course, for them, keeping players alive is also going to be helpful, but CT side want to have something into the next round. No point just running into the blender versus the rifle and SMG. And Krizen, okay, you got to be a little bit careful, buddy. You don't want to be losing out on an AK. Here we go, though. Back into the round. Pretty much a full save coming in. CT side losing 1, and they've already lost the same in the next round. They're going to try and stack this A site once again. And actually, the CT side are doing a decent amount of damage. Coldie is going to find another one with the scout, looking for his 3rd kill. Doesn't have any armor, but he's already done enough, and they're actually into an advantageous position here. Peek out from Davkost, and he's going to finish off both players. Team Spirit saving all that weaponry as well, keeping it into the next round. Clearly the right decision. They go for the same stack, and AVANGAR run straight into it. It is going to be Team Spirit to bounce back early. A huge boost to their economy. A couple of AKs retrieved, and now Davkost can get his AWP. The same can be said for Jane, though, and he's yet to have an impact in this map so far. 0-1. But this is where we know that he steps up. This AWP. Absolute monster with it. One of the fastest players I think I've seen in quite a while. Lots of allegations, of course. That always comes when you play well. Rops, of course, had plenty of allegations going his way. I know Esperanto, the young Lithuanian, has probably got that as well. It's actually going to be Arch peeking into mid to actually take down Krizen early. Nice start for Team Spirit. As said, it's normally their T side, which is the stronger of the two. If they can win a decent amount of rounds on the CT side, they're going to be all set. Already, though, CT side absolutely dominating in this round. It will just be Jame and Buster left. They don't have enough money to buy into the next round, so these 2 players are going to have to try and, well, see what they can do. Jame is at least going to be able to get 1. Hot flash can be thrown in, allowing Arch to push, although Jame will actually hit a second. Arch close, though, will be able to close the round. 2-2. Early break back for Spirit is going to destroy the economy. And the CT side actually don't pick up that AWP. Maybe because they know an eco's coming. They may just opt to give Davkost an SMG and try and do some damage there. But, yeah, a bit of an odd one. Yeah, he is. Still, I feel like that's quite an expensive thing to do. Have Davkos going aggressive in mid. Maybe he can make all that extra money back anyway. Then won't be so much of a problem. Already, Arch is going to start things off. Buster just looking to fall back. Probably not wanting to give too much money over to the SMG. At the moment, at least, the T side, they only have themselves a few pistols. I say only just as Dimasic hits the headshot. Arch. Quickly trades back 2. He's looking good so far today. 6 and 2, top of the board. Dima will shut down James and leave just Buster. P250, no armor. No real hope in this round. If he can get 1 kill, I'd say that's a success considering his position right now. Bomb plant is just not possible. And eventually Sotfik will close the round. 3-2. Spirit have taken themselves the lead. But here come the T's. Back with another bye. Only one player actually over towards this A site at the moment. Goldie going to be waiting up above. If he gets Molotov down, maybe screw, but that's a nice flash. Still only going to be able to get 1, but Arch is going strong still. Finds himself the trade back. Looking for a little bit more, and this guy's just hitting headshots today. Davkos gets another kill, and James is now going to be the last one left alive once again. Only on a UMP. Be able to take down Dima. That's a little bit of extra money and an AK into his hands. However, the bomb is in such a horrific place. He's going to have to go rotating back. They may not have actually spotted it yet, so there's a chance he'll be able to retrieve it. Trying to bamboozle his opponents by going all the way back around. He's only going to be down to the 25-second mark, so not a whole lot he can do in terms of the bomb. He'll need to move very quickly indeed. In fact, oh, there's one at least. Making things a little bit more costly. However, shouldn't be anymore, and Arch is actually going to take him down. Will be the lost bonus going into the hands of that remaining T player. And this round, they probably won't buy, but in the next, he'll be able to get his AWP. B-side still just going to be saving some of their money. Not looking to buy until the next round, and that's when they'll have that AWP onto James as well. CT side have already started to build up quite a bit of a bank, so really not in too bad position either, and Quicker running straight onto the site. That's already a rifle into his hands. Can he do anything more? James looking to try and do the same with the CZ, and a last bullet clip. Has actually killed off his teammate, which isn't ideal. But still leaves it into a 4 versus 3. Has to move away and ends up burning to Coldie. Push through from Cricket will achieve absolutely nothing. The one thing that could, though, is Dimasic pushing him from behind. However, I think Davkos maybe getting thoughts so they could be the case, and well, after the shots are rattled out. Okay. Nice little no-scope to finish the round. once again, aggression coming out from the CT side. Already starting things off very nicely indeed. Team is going to be going down without any real response, and Game does at least manage to return one. Leaves it into a 4v4 and splits the defense a little bit. You can see the rotation going back from Davkos. Arch, who's been brilliant so far, has to be pretty careful in mid and will actually be spotted over the top of the smoke. Again, the man advantage swings now into the favor of the T side. They do look to be gathering up towards that B site. Definitely not going to be easy, because there are currently two players there in a bit of a crossfire. Davkos, one of them with the AWP. Don't really seem to know where to look, though. Smoke actually could be missed slightly, and now they're just going to look to try and barrel into the site. Already a nice shot from Prison, but they don't check close. Davkos will be able to pick up one. However, that's one and done, and Coldy is just going to retreat back. They have enough money to buy into the next round. A save rifle will definitely help them, but he's not going to have any chance of winning a 1v3 on the B site. Tees will get themselves back on the board after a 5-round hiatus, and a lot of that is off that AWP in the hands of Jame. Yeah, Jamie's pretty nutty. I hope it's the first one. He's definitely better than me, that's for sure. Either way, CT side, as said, they are going to have enough money to buy into this next round. The next one will be a little bit more difficult if they lose. Both teams, in fact, are going to have a sort of question to ask if they do lose this next round. Interesting, you have to spot that the smoke there was actually thrown out by the CT side, the one into the connector. So there's a deep smoke, but then one that's just used to favor Davkos. He's going to try and peek over, and it doesn't allow the people below to actually see anything at all. Davkos goes for the peek, but he actually misses the shot. That gives Jame an entry, and Arch now going to go very aggressive indeed. This should be a simple kill for Buster. Maybe a little bit overzealous there from Arch, trying desperately to trade things back, and instead makes the situation a whole lot worse. 2-man advantage now. Push going to be coming in towards this A site, and Coldy is going to be the only one to defend it. They may again just want to save here. 5 versus 3, unless they can find a very quick kill with no real damage done. They have to just go for the save. Push could be coming in from Buster. He could make this harder, but luckily Sophic will be able to get the kill. Now, in terms of money into the next round, 1,900 will go into Davkos, which will actually give him exactly, well, not exactly enough, but a bit more than enough that he needs to actually buy the AWP. But they need to keep these players alive. Another will come in onto Crizzen. So for now, they're doing pretty well. But now Quicker, well positioned, takes down one. That could be enough to actually ruin things for the next round buy. Slowly looking to try and surround these remaining players. Coldy will at least close down one, but I don't think they can buy any more. It'll be a risky one at that. They may opt to go for it just based off being able to afford an AWP. And actually, now that Coldy saved one, that could be a different story, especially as he kills everybody. Nice work from Coldy. I think the CTs will probably buy now. I think it'd be a bit odd not to. Aggression on both sides of the map. One will work, the other will fail. And a little bit of team damage as well. And It's a bit interesting. Because having that one man so aggressive has actually just completely lost them the B site. Bomb is going to be going down. CT side now left themselves in a retake, and when you find the first pick, there really isn't that much of a reason to go any further aggressive. Yes, the CT side are limited in their utility, but if you're the only person on a site, you shouldn't be pushing. As you can see, it's quite costly. Crizzen holds down the flank. It will be a trade back from Davkos. They do still have a kit on the CT side, so that's not too much of a problem. And Davkos is going ham at the moment, already getting himself 2. Looking to try and get back in himself. A re-peek from Buster. Will give another. And now the Orb's just going to be homed in. Second that bomb is tapped, this should be a pretty easy kill for Zotvik. And Davkos is going to have the defuse. Nice work from Davkos there. Both Orbs having a massive amount of impact. And the CTs, even though they do make some mistakes in that round, they do manage to turn things back. Once again, though, we're going to have a buy on both sides. Jane with the AWP, and Thema, I wouldn't jump back again if I were you. Don't want to give them another chance. T-side still quite limited at the moment. Factor of the matter is 1900. Probably wouldn't have made that much difference to this buy and would have severely reduced the chance of actually resetting things. So that's why we've seen the force. Much more likely they'll eco into the next round and get 2,400. Obviously, that's the increased loss bonus over time. Nice start from Davkos already on the site. Coldy there to support him as well. And he is normally the star of the show for this CT side. Prison. That's not bad. Actually going to be spamming through, but Davkos is still just working his magic with this AWP. And Sotpick has lowered Prison down to just a minimal amount of HP. 7-4. We're going to see a few weapons retrieved as well. And now it will be that moment where the T side are forced into a save. B-side looking like they're going to try and split the A site here. Maybe with a boost into window. They can get that AWP out of the hands of Davkos. Could make things a little bit more interesting. Buster will be able to get one with a Glock. Can he actually get a second? That's pretty damn good considering the investment here. And Quicker now left 8 HP, stuck in middle. Has a Deagle to play with, so maybe there's a chance he can get a kill, but likelihood is slim, and Thema will eventually close the round. 8-4, another streak looking to begin for Team Spirit, who are doing much better on the CT side than what we've seen previously. Has to be mentioned as well that this is actually the map pick of AVANGAR, so to be this far up already, pretty good state to be in. Double op setup still going to be going, and the T side don't actually even have enough for one, so Jame not going to have his magic AWP. Topfik on the edge of the smoke, looking for that early pick once again, and he's found it. This secondary AWP has been doing work as well. A lot of picks, and integral ones as well. You have to remember the sort of retake they had earlier on where he ends the man trying to kill Davkos. Ready. Man advantage in the hands of the CT side. So far, AVANGAR haven't been great in getting back into these rounds. They found a couple of picks along the way, but normally the CTs still hold on. Push going to come in. Will be one, and actually a lot of damage done onto Sotfik as well. Will be set with the AWP. His teammates going down one by one, but he's still going to hold it at least for now. However, it may be down to Demon to do the majority of the legwork here. Sat over in the connector, but misses. Jungle, sorry. And now the push going to be coming onto the side, which will isolate his teammate. Dima going to be the only one left alive, and it will be a swing back. 8-5. We'll be coming back up from the CT side. Not a huge amount of money to play with. A lot of close rounds. Once again, though, AWP on to James. Can he have the impact we're hoping for? Push going to be coming out. Sophic already will be removed from the action. We are going to have a decent position from Coldy, though. Manages to retrieve a rifler and fade away. Has support from Arch, who started very strong, but has slowed down a little bit. Quicker is just going to get killed after the first he gets. Dima, once again, will be trading things, but it's still going to be back to a 2 versus 2. James has managed to push all the way onto the B site. The problem is Dima may catch off the bomb as it rotates. This could be a big problem. This could even end the round. Just 1 kill here. Okay, what? Dima just running along, barely even breaks his stride. Will be able to pick up the kill. Oh, this is almost evil. I'm going to be dropping down, and there's the kill onto Davkos as well. 8-6. AVANGAR just about squeezing through that round. And of course, for the final round, it is going to be a force fight for Team Spirit. Yeah, though, can they do anything with this force buy? That's the real question. East side will take over middle control. That's where they have the best advantage. Holdy going to have to spin around soon, as they are looking to make their way through the connector. Try and make their push in, holding the cross. Spams down one, but can't quite get the second. Has support, but it is only going to be even trades. Arch will be able to get one more over towards that ramp. That could be a weapon into his hands. It's going to be chucked over by his teammate. James will be able to turn things back. Arch still looking to do more, but he loses his life to that AWP. James still going strong. And now it's left onto Dima to try and give them the 9-6 that they probably deserve. Otherwise, it will be a far more even half than AVANGAR probably would have expected. James is going to be there to close. And we'll have an 8-7 half in favor of Spirit. Here we go, though. Lots of utility picked up for the T side. Team Spirit with smoke, a couple of flashbangs, or 4 flashbangs even, and a Molotov onto Davkos. So, looking like they do have a decent setup here. And from what we're looking at least, it seems like it's almost definitely going to be A. And the CT side have plenty more players actually over towards the B side of the map. In fact, only one man. They're playing a retake. That's why they have the smoke and kit onto James. But here comes the push. Making its way into middle. Arch looking to try and run through the smoke that they've thrown. Dima. Oh, that's a horrible battle, but he does manage to win it in the end. Gets the opening pick. Gives them a man advantage going into this retake. Murder hole going to be guarded by Arch. Here comes the rotation. 3 players from CT. Sophic already going to be picking up the first. Looking like this is a pretty bleak situation for the CT side now. It'll be very difficult to get back into things, and already it'll be a flawless round from Team Spirit. Not a single player dropped. Utility used wisely. It will be 9-7 in their favor. Now, well, it is going to be the CT side to try and force this one back up. Get themselves some pistols on the board and attempt to do a little bit of damage at least. James likely to just save and try and get himself an AWP. The rest of the team are going to fully invest into this one. Let's see if AVANGAR can turn the tide earlier than expected. 2 rifles, 3 SMGs. There we go. Peek into mid. Not going to spot anything just yet. They're trying to hold a heavy presence here. The smoke once again will drop deep above that connector, just allowing control to be completely taken by the T side. A powerful smoke in the grand scale of things. CT side looking like they're going to gamble over towards the B side and leave just Team Sick here alone. Quicker. And she's going to wait for the rotations, and they don't check it properly. Luckily, he's not going to hit the initial shots, but does drop the AK. However, T-side now just going to overwhelm the remaining players. Still quick at doing work, but, well, this reload should be the death of him. How does he not get finished off by Davkos there? This gives him an AK. A small bit of hope. Does the damage, but the nade will dunk him out. Almost given way too much of a chance, and Arch isn't even going to be able to save a rifle. Only a MAC-10 kept. Quicker did far more than he ever should have done. And Team Spirit, they need to be a bit more careful, because just a small mistake there, the nade not killing him, and he could have won that round. CT side, not with much investment in this round at all. Quicker, he can get himself a deagle. I think he earned it after last round. Then again, you don't make very much money off the CZ, only $100. Still interested they never put that nerf on any of the other pistols. Then again, the CZ is actually still pretty good, so that's probably why. Team up. And he's starting things off. Stack over towards the B side, being absolutely ruined at the moment. Trying to make a lot of the money back that they lost. Beacon, no quicker, still doing damage with the pistols, and Dima is a little bit lucky that he doesn't manage to hit the second shot. This is the buy we've been waiting for, though. AWP. Fair amount of utility. They do actually have Sick buying on a UMP just to make sure he can have the extra nades and a kit as well. Arch looking to quickly make his way over towards the B site and just remove any vision from the CT side. Even if he doesn't push it, just the vision alone, and oh, that is unlucky. Timing shot hit by both players. Fortunately, James only hits the tag. I think he may have actually tagged 2 players there, because got Arch. Well, I suppose Arch is over towards B, so that must be somebody else. Of course, this is a map pick of AVANGAR. Definitely going to be a map that they want to take. They are going to have a chance in this series. Next map will be Cobble, which I was pretty impressed by Team Spirit on just the other day. Hey, Daniel. Or Danielle. Don't know. Probably more likely Daniel. Of course, I don't want to assume your gender. Someone might get offended. Then again, someone above just said calm your tatters, so I think we're all good. Solfig, he'll be tagged down as well, and it seems to just be the round of low players for Spirit, as everybody's still alive, but a lot of them are low. Can one man change that? Sick sat in the corner, so many players. None of them gonna check. Not one. Can check the angle, that's a first. A second, looking for a third. His teammates just managed to get 2 as well, and now Coldy, he's not even on the right site. That's it, they've just won the round there, and then one position check. One position check. And that's the round. AVANGAR managed to steal one away. Coldie, well, you can tell from a 5 versus 2 to a 2v1, he's going to be pretty damn unhappy about that. And all that took was just forgetting to check one simple position. Team Spirit have got to be absolutely kicking themselves. Their economy's taken a massive hit because of it. The CT side, of course, have grown by the amount that they were able to pick up. If they lose this next round, Team Spirit, well, the more worrying thing is the fact that the CT side are going to be right back in the game. A site. Oh, it looks like the place of contention here. I start from Sophic. Looking to try and find another, and while they are making things work in this round, it'll be the same fate for the CT side if they lose this one. Davkos is going to be planting Coldie. The rage of last round coming into play through the smoke, and I think CT side may just have to make the decision to hold on to their weapons here. They're losing players left, right, and center. Quicker is finally going to turn the tide, and they have won a 4v2 just moments ago. Okay, here we go. 2 kills quickly achieved. Trying to make their way over towards the bomb. They do have kits, but they don't have anything to actually put down. Already, first picked up, a second, but it won't be enough. Damage done to Team Spirit, but the round cannot be taken by AVANGAR. And after such a brilliant round from their 2 players in the corner... Oh, hello. We are going to have a straight reset. CT side now. Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see them force here. Going into the next round, extra 1900, 3,400 will be the maximum you see on some of the players. Even less on some of the others. They're looking like they are just going to save the extra cash. Yeah, I see, not any results that have Na'Vi in them at the moment, I'm just not particularly impressed by. Like, obviously, it takes something to be able to beat Simple, but that's basically what it's become. Beating Simple. Nice shot from Quicker. Starts things off, takes down Coldie. His frustration will grow. Unfortunately, they're on the wrong side. It is going to be a push towards B. The CT side just aren't going to be anywhere near the action. It's a shame. I want that Na'Vi team to be successful. Like, I like a lot of the players on the roster. I think Simple deserves to have a good team. He is an incredible player. It's just looked really bad. They're seeing them and VP now losing invites. Okay, Prison. Be able to get one. They're actually trying to do as much damage as they can with these pistols. Somehow bringing it back into a 2v2. I'm hoping we won't see the same fate as the previous round. Otherwise, they will be kicking themselves. That Molotov is going to completely fail. And in the end, it won't matter. Because Archer's going to close things. Starting to see him rise back up the board. He started very strong. I think he had like 10 kills in the first 5 or 6 rounds. And since then, only had 7. Pause will be called. Server lag. Okay. I do know that. I do know by the numbers. I haven't watched the one where they talk about Na'Vi, but it does. It's an interesting topic. I would love to see Electronic in that roster, or just some sort of Gambit Na'Vi mix, just to create an incredible team. It depends if it would become like a phase, or if someone would do it cleverly, where they actually like pick players that work well together and play different spots and have the correct roles. 2 very different things. But even just a CIS super team would be incredible. Just have like, I don't know if I'd have Zeus in there, to be honest. I don't know. I think he could be great, but at the same time, I quite like the idea of having Angel. So maybe it would be Angel and Zeus, and then Electronic, Simple, and probably Adrian. What is going on with the Go TV? Oh. We're gone and then we're back. Davkos currently only has a USP. I'm not sure what's happened there. There we go. It's very rare, Scottish, isn't it? Very rare. I should probably call you John rather than your nationality. There we go. going to be coming into mid. Still only pistols. Now, this is something that frustrates me. I don't like when teams force the next round because they realize they don't have any money when they could have forced the round before. And if they manage to do something with the pistols, it then breaks their opponent's economy. Like, rather than going, here you go, you can have a round, and then we're going to buy back with some pistols. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't know why anybody... The only reason I can ever see that people do that is that they forget about economy management. That's the only thing I can think of. However, somehow, these rounds just seem to start working out. Demon6 has managed a couple of kills. A lot of damage has been done onto Arch as well. They don't currently have control of the bomb, and Coldy is probably going to have to be the man to do the work here. Especially considering that James now knows exactly where it is. Server is... Oh, god damn. What is going on? James is actually going to be able to retrieve an AK-47 as well. Would be another atrocious round for them to lose. But that Molotov should help them quite a bit. Force James out of position. They've got to check, because there's a man in connector as well they've got to be careful of. But nice work from Coldy, and Arch will close things. 14-8. A little bit too close for comfort. But now the CTs are going to be buying. AWP onto James. Plenty of utility on the remaining rifle players. And even a kit onto Buster. Here we go, though. Game going to be in mid. Peek out already. Sophic starts. An incredible way to kick off this round. Taking down Crizzen. James is going to be there looking for the trade and actually gets dunked out by a nade. Molotov into the sandwich. This is almost cruel, but actually, still a kill for Demasic. It looked like Coldy had his number there, but... Oh. Maybe it won't matter anyway. 2 quick kills, 3 quick kills. Team Spirit again looking incredible on this T side, and just calm and collected from Davkos to hold the angle. 15-8. One more round needed and they take their opponent's map pick. And all that's going to be up against it is a jumble sale buy. They pop down to the charity shop. They've attempted to find some rifles and the woman's gone, sorry, we don't sell those. Okay. Do you not even have a single AWP? No, sorry, we don't have any of those. We've got an Oh! Alright then. They don't even have a kit. Even frozen in time. There we go, though. Nade into mid. Might do a little bit of damage. Not anything too crazy. Biggest Russian swear word is Putin smells. I've heard it's bad. Coldy. He's going to be able to pick up the first kill of the round, though. The aggression from Demasic isn't working out at all. Now they're going to take full mid control. Again, this deep smoke into the connector has been working great for them. CT side don't really seem to know how to deal with it. But risky push from Sophic. This is the map pick of AVANGAR, so it's not going too well at the moment. At least in this round, they have managed to even it up into a 4 versus 4. A little bit of aggression from Arch. The big thing is the rotation back towards the A site. And they've got to be worried about James. Quite a decent off angle. We'll be able to pick up one, however, it should be a quick trade, and Davkos will do just that. Coldy, just about surviving. And the peak going to be coming in. Both players don't have their guns out, and Arch is actually going to lose the battle. Now it is just going to be onto Coldy. 1 versus 3. Retrieves the bomb. Tries to tap away, but can't hit anything. AVANGAR will live to fight another day. Orb's even going to be retrieved. But the CT side, they're not going to have an easy one, as the T's still have money. Here we go, though. Back to basics from the T side. A smoke setup. Every single player over towards the A site. No one through mid. Could be a straight up push. Here we go. flashbang in from Dima. He's looking to lead the charge. Crescent will do a bit of damage with the nade and sprays through the smoke to do even more. James going to be waiting on the edge of the smoke and will catch the bomb. That's an important kill. Spray through the crossbuster. Straight through the smoke. Will pick off another. There's so many bullets just flying through at the moment. Quicker. Now on that long flank. Even going to try and make his way back towards the palace. All of the smokes are beginning to fade, and Arch, as he walks back out, will be caught. Leaving just 2. Davkos even going to miss. Pretty basic jump, and okay, still wide peaks and takes the kill instead. They do probably have something in the back of their heads about the man from behind, but the man from behind is now in the connector. Even this bomb is not going to be easy. Dima just looking to hold. Will be able to get one, but it's very quick to trade, and now Davkos is left. 1 versus 2. Planting the bomb is going to be pretty difficult wherever he tries to plant it. Going to be an open spot unless he actually tries to take the aggression. Could try and rotate through towards B. Doesn't have much time to do it if he is going to manage it, but that's exactly what he's going to try. He's got to be wary. There's a man in CT. It's actually pretty smart from Davkos. Makes his way through. Will check. Manages to run away, and that's going to be a big position to take. Going to just get that bomb down. A little bit of extra money. Shot may come through the box. He has to be careful about that one. Use the smoke to try and get away. Leaves it into a 1 versus 2. Can Davkos finish this for his team? Only 1 left. He'll be hiding back. Let's try and rotate around, but it will be quicker to end it. Nice attempt from Davkos. Unfortunately, he won't be able to hold on to the round, and it will be 15-10. Slowly, the comeback begins, and the T-side now don't actually have that much cash to rebuy with. T-side are not willing to take the risk here, though. They combine to the next round. They can get the AWP. But for this one, they're just going to go for some pistols. A Mac 10 onto Arch, which could be interesting. Still got 2 AWPs currently over on that CT side. Nice position from Dima. Already going to be picking up 1, and the Mac 10 won't be able to trade anything back. Push going to be crossing, and they're not going to be able to get that bomb down. That's the big problem now. Coldie will at least finish off 1 with a P250 and actually retrieves an AWP. That could be a little bit more damage. Rotation will be coming in from Arch, who still has that trusty Mac 10. Not really ideal in this situation. CT side are just playing very passive at the moment. They know that no matter what happens, money is still going to be a problem for them, or against their opponent. Like, their opponent's always going to have a buy. So getting a bomb plant down won't make too much of a difference to them. Ready though, Arch does manage to pick off 1. However, the missed shot from Coldie not going to allow for too much. Second miss, and then the nade will dunk him out. 15-11. Second AWP will be retrieved, but now the T's come in for a rebuy. As said, not going to be a problem for the CT side, even if they do lose a couple of players. They're force buying into it no matter what. Davkos is going to be dropped the AWP, and it means that he can pick up extra utility as well. But actually doesn't pick up the Molotov, which I'm a little bit disappointed by. I have seen the Super Stitum videos, or Super Titum, as he was called by Automatic. Oh, nice start already, though. Pretty sure that must have been a leg shot coming in, or a little bit of extra damage, because I'm not sure how a nade could have done anywhere near that much damage. Hey thou shall not. B-side starting to dwindle a little bit here. They'd won 7 of 8 rounds. Now I've lost 3 in a row. 4 more, and AVANGAR do bring this back to overtime. Molotov. Do a little bit of damage to Arch, but more importantly, gives a lot of information over. Sotvik actually rotating towards the A site. Do my own streams. I used to, but I just don't really have time anymore. I think when I have some more free time, there's less online stuff for Starladder, I probably will start doing some streaming again. Either way, Arch pushes in. Doesn't manage to achieve anything. This is just a fake, though, as they try and pull these players back. But Buster has heard the footsteps. Can he hit the shot? No, he cannot. Does have his teammate in quickly, and James will do what his teammate failed to do. Bomb just going to be attempted from Davkos. Wants to try and make some money. Instead, knows that they're going to be close. And he can't win the battle. 15-12. The comeback continues. And once again, the T side are only going to be left with some pistols. AVANGAR looking to save things at the depths. Three rounds in a row they need. Same position for Dima. I just realised we got Dima and Dima sick. Took me a little while. Burn, baby, burn. Down to just 9 HP. Arch tries to hit the shot, but Sophic will do what he failed to. Actually, Dima... Okay, he had a chance, but he doesn't manage to connect the shots. Of course, aim punch always going to be a problem when you don't have any armor. Sophic trying to bait out some positions. He does actually have Kevlar. A few shots away from Davkos, but he can't quite connect. Still, a 3 versus 4. They only need 1 round. Any mistakes here are going to be very costly indeed, and already Sophic will pick up another and a second as well. Leaves it back, but gets hit with the AWP. A second shot for Buster. It's now on to Cody, who will be rotating around to the ramp. Smoke going to be going onto the bomb. The whole aim here is to try and bait him out. It will do just that, and Buster is going to close things. AVANGAR, yeah, not like this, but it isn't going to happen. 15-13. Now the difference is down to just 2. But the T's have got an insane amount of money to buy. They can get him whatever they want. Full utility. Nades. Still, Davkos doesn't buy a Molotov, even though he has the extra money to do it, which... Just buy one. Like, even if you don't use it, just buy one. You could use it in afterplant positions, even if it's just mollying off something basic. I don't understand the logic of not picking up a nade when you have the money to do it. Here we go, though. Once again, back to basics. Back to life, back to reality. T-side are going to go for the A smoke setup once again. James going to be waiting. Doesn't quite hit the first shot, but he waits. Gets the second onto Dima. He'll be down within a millisecond of this round. Push going to be coming in as they try to isolate this man. They do it successfully. However, it is just going to be the trades back. Sophic, Cody, and Davkos picking up a few kills each. And now... Davkos going to be trying to rotate around, running with his knife out, doesn't expect the flanker, leaves it onto Cody once again. Knows that he had to isolate this battle. A reposition is coming in from Quicker. Could be absolutely perfect. Could be coming through into mid. Cody should be spotted. Doesn't know where his opponent is, and it's still going for AVANGAR. 15-14. The bomb plant will give enough money over to the T's to rebuy once again, plus all the extra cash. But are they going to choke this? 6 rounds in a row now for the CT side. And they need just 1. Both teams with everything they could desire. The last round of normal time. Mid control seems to be the aim of the game. CT side are pretty standard in their setup at the moment. They've been holding Dimasic in this spot pretty much the whole game. Arch is going to actually smoke off once again. They've used this deep smoke to give them connector control quite often. Going to come down to the man on short to try and deny anything from Arch. Or connector, of course. Here we go. Pushing towards that A site. They're attempting it once again. They've got to watch out for James in the back line, so he's just going to be sitting there. As said, Arch has now been spotted, so they know where he is, and because of that, Krizen could just pre-fire the angle. Looking for his second of the round. He's dropped the bomb. A third not quite going to come in, but Dimasic there to back him up, and James just holds. Davkos, 1 versus 4, otherwise we are heading to overtime, and did I even need to say it? Buster is going to hit the final shot. A 7-round streak in the end for AVANGAR to save themselves. The question is, who's going to take it in overtime? It's a different ballgame. It's almost a different match altogether. Money, up until you lose 2 rounds in a row, goes out of the question. And, well, the thing is now, AVANGAR are going to have all that momentum. Everything that they need to try and take this series. They've won 7 rounds in a row. They only need 4, and they close this one. And take it to map 2 with a victory, which, if anything, these are the sort of matches that can destroy teams. Like, these are genuinely the sort of matches that can destroy your mentality, because you get stomped on your opponent's map pick, that's easy to shake off. Okay, it was their map. We didn't expect to win that one. You get to 15 with a 7-round advantage and then don't win. Even though it's your opponent's map pick, you could say the exact same phrase. Oh, it was our opponent's map pick. We didn't expect to win. But when you're that far up, you do expect to win. You know that you just needed 1 round on a map that Team Spirit seem to be very happy to play at the moment. In the last few matches I've casted them, I've seen a Mirage thrown into the mix. Although the CT side was lackluster, the T side was great. It actually turned the other way around in this one. The T side fell flat. Started brilliantly, won 7 of 8 rounds, and then lost 7 in a row. Now we get to see if they can save themselves in overtime and go into the next map more going, whew, at least we won it, rather than, okay, that was awful. Here we go, though. Double up setup straight in. James and Buster. It has been Quicker and Krizen leading the charge. 28 kills for Quicker at the moment. This time we're going to see a bit more presence into Palace as they do still look to go towards A. James will start things off, but it's a very quick kill from Coldy. Dimasic still doing work at the moment and leaves them with a man advantage once again. Of course, holding the angle, will take down 1 more, leaves it back, evens things up. One of the best scenarios we've seen for a while, especially with that kill from Arch through the smoke. Quicker, though, looking to try and push back in. He's left completely blind, but still manages to trade things back. So wary of the flank was Arch that he actually looks away, goes for the wild spray, but still manages to hit it in the end, and now Dimasic is going to be the only one left. I don't seem to know where he is. 1 seconds left. Thinks they've gone to B. Not sure if this was intended by Team Spirit, but they have completely mind-gamed their opponent into believing that they've gone to the other site. In fact, Team Spirit are just waiting. There's been so many flanks coming in from the B site that they expect the player to be coming in from behind. Instead, a complete push out onto the site from Davkos clears everything that they need. Demon now realizes, okay, I'm not on the wrong site. Well, I'm not on the right site, sorry. Bomb is going to be planted. 1 versus 2. First round we could see from a while from the T side. And it will be. Arch, 3 kills in this round. Impact, to say the least. And now, well, the CT side, they are going to be investing into this one. No double up setup anymore. And if they lose this one, well, it's going to be no rifles at all. Here we go. Important round for the CT side. Otherwise, they are going to have to play with pistols for the next. Already have some severe limitations in their utility. Hasn't really been their utility usage that's saved them so far. It's been more raw individual skill. They know exactly how the CTs, or the Ts, sorry, have been playing in the last few rounds, trying to take over that connector, so they will just molly it out. But instead, ladder room control. Maybe they're going to push towards B. Instead, Quicket goes aggressive. Finds the first of the round. They're going to man over towards ramp in the form of Coldy, waiting to see if the CT side go aggressive, and it does mean that they can quickly double back over towards this A side of the map. Nice work from Sophic. Will entry, but takes a lot of damage in the meantime. Buster in the corner. Manages one, but they now know exactly where he is, and a quick trade from Dima will come in. Towards the back of the site is going to be Dima. Sick. Sprayed through the wall by his counterpart. The ticket booth won't protect you, buddy. Bomb going to be faked out. Push comes in from Quicket. He goes down as well. Dima having a massive round for his team. And this leaves only one left. James versus 3. Such an important round for the CT side, and he may just have to save his weapon. In fact, that's exactly what he'll do. Just falls back out of the site. Hoping he can do maybe an extra kill, but there's not really any value to it. The Ts have so much money. Saving that up is so much more important. This can be 17 to 15. Team Spirit. They couldn't do it in normal time. But in overtime, they are right back in the mix. Of course, from the T side perspective here, removing this AWP is much more worthwhile. And although Davkos will die, it makes absolutely no difference in the end. As I said, 17 to 15. CT side will be struggling with a buy. And the T side, they've got no problem. Can they do what a lot of teams have done before them and win this third round even with pistols? It seems to be an almost common thing in Counter-Strike that if you win the first 2 rounds, somehow you lose the third in OT. I don't know why. It just seems to be a really odd. I'd love to know the actual stat of how often that happens. Maybe it's just the aggression. Maybe you just start getting into your head, okay, we're finally going to win this. We'll see if Team Spirit can break that trend. Molotov going to be thrown in just to try and push out the man in ladder room, and does a hell of a lot of damage onto Quicket already. Hot flash will be thrown into short as they do take connector control again. This is something that Team Spirit have been very good at so far, is being able to isolate off short, isolate off the connector, and just take complete control. However, the one thing they're not good at in this round at least is gambling on the correct site. 4 players currently waiting A already. Team is sick. He's going to be spotting out one. Does a little bit of damage with the nade and finds the first kill. Looking for the second onto Archie's going to get it as well. It is happening already. James and Dima sick to try and save this for their team. Get them around that they probably shouldn't have. Dima, however, will be pushing back in. Already, Coldy is going to burn to death. Leaving it just onto Dima. Retrieves the bomb, but he's got so little time. There'll be the AWP waiting on the other side. James just hoping he goes for the plant. And this should be a nice, easy kill. It will be that bounce back. As said, for some reason, a 2-1 always happens if you win the first 2 rounds. It's weird. I don't understand it. But it is going to be 17 to 16. When is the dig game? Let me tab out for just a second. I'll see if they've announced it yet. No, it still says to be announced, so they haven't scheduled that game yet. XJ. I said I'd love to know the stat for how many teams can win that first 2 rounds, break the economy, and then still lose the next one. Here we go, though. CT side from Spirit. Very slightly stronger of the two. Can they win the next 2 rounds, or just 2 of the next 3, and take themselves through to their map with an advantage? That's the question. AVANGAR, of course, wanting to take their own map. They'll need all 3 over on this T side. However, they did manage to string a few together at the very end of the first half. It seems to be the latter stages of these halves where AVANGAR really come alive. Of course, there's not that much of an end to these halves, as both teams should have buys all the way through. But still playing very patiently. There's a double AWP for CTs, although Sophic almost loses his head, and James is going to try and catch him out. Instead, just throw the Molotov to make sure he can't re-peek. B-side gather up towards this A-site bomb. Maybe peeking straight into the hands of Davkos if they're not careful, and they've still got to worry about Coldy in the corner, who is just going to be waiting. A bit of an off angle, something unlikely to be checked first time, and already he will be going down. James does manage to trade one back, and the Molotov going to make things impossible for Coldy. It's already a man advantage, a second as well, as Davkos falls and leaves it on to just 2. Jump around the corner. James won't miss that shot to save his life, and well, it is just going to be Sophic remaining. Probably just going to want to save this AWP. Take a heavy amount of economic damage by investing into 2. You can go pushing into the palace. Gonna go for a ninja defuse? Doesn't have time. You have to be utterly mental. And he actually peeks out, loses the AWP. Quicker absolutely decimates him, decapitates his opponent. And that's an AWP they could have had into this round instead. Though we are going to see some weapons juggled around. Coldy could actually buy another AWP if he really wanted to, but once again, their money will be hurting. And I really don't know why he took that peek. You have to be absolutely mental. What was one kill going to do? The T's already won the round. If you win one round as the T side, that's it. You're set. There's no way you're going to need to rebuy. It's just odd. Either way, though, Sophic looking for the aggression into middle. Blind are both sets of players. It will actually be Arch to get the first. Looking for a trade will be Crizzen, and he gets it as well, so not too bad a start for either side. T-side probably with a very slight advantage at this point, and you have to remember, they're now having the chance to do the complete reverse split. There goes Quicker, picking off another one. 3 rounds needed if they're going to win this half, but if they win the next one, it'll be pistols, and then they only need 1. Quicker will find himself another one, but Coldy is there to trade. Dima pushes into middle and does the same, and it will be left onto Dima's sick. Almost turns it into a 1 versus 1, does a lot of damage. With the man advantage. See the CT side peek. Find out the information. A long rotate coming out from Dimasic, which should get him onto the site. Dimasic. Know where his opponent is. Cordy going to go peeking, and that's going to be back. The 1 versus 1. Dima versus Dimasic. The Dima action. The question is, which Dima is the sickest? Will they have to switch names after this? We are going to have push back in. Dima doesn't have a kit. And a lot of utility onto Sick as well. Bomb planted in the open. Likely the bomb is just going to be tapped and try and go for the re-peek. He thinks he's in CT. Dimasic plays it perfectly and wins the 1 versus 2. Map point for AVANGAR. They win this round. They steal away the map where they were 7 rounds behind. And even lost the first 2 in overtime as well. Hey, Epic Shooter. Something that never should have been. Quick now hits 34 kills at the top of the board. Everybody above 20. Well, other than Buster. Here we go. Can they do the exact same that was done to them? Lose the first two, but win the third with pistols. We've seen it already. It's pretty common. Here we go, though. Smoke. Hey, Springer. Again, deep into the connector. B site currently with just one man. Dima trying to defend it alone. Currently bottom of the board for his team. And he has been known to go a little bit over aggressive, but by the looks of things, rotations coming in from the CT side back towards the B site. And the T's are all gathering up towards A. Hey, Besley. Which could be coming in. Decent position from Sophic in the Palace, but he needs to at least get one. A 1-for-1 trade. That's not too bad. And he's already been spotted. Dinked up. Goes for the peek and doesn't win the battle. Rotation will come in. Man off B starts to run back. Trying to do something here. Arch underneath. Looking for the spray. And he's going to get it just about, but he's left so blind and the quick trade comes in. Already. Peek from another. Leaves it on to just Dima and Davkos to try and save this for their team. He will come back in, does a little bit of damage through the wall, but can't find anything, and now Dima is the only one left alive. A map that they should have won. He's got to do it alone, and it will be AVANGAR to take the first map. 19-17. A very close first, but it will be won by the guys who chose it. Team Spirit have got to be absolutely kicking themselves, but they're going to have to try and turn things around on Cobble. Either way, we'll be back after the break. Make sure you don't go anywhere.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans.
Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.